and welcome to the Biography channel. I'd just like to let anyone know, anyone who's watching this is a serious film, full of seriousness. Today, we'll be examining the life and death of the alleged King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
Dude, I totally miss you. The things we did together. Where have you gone?
Michael Jackson started out like any child, bright, young, and full of life. But as his father started to mold his children into what would be called the Jackson 5. They started small with local town gigs and whatnot. And their fame soon spread word to the state, and they became a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger, until they hit the pro leagues.
Now, I believe everyone thinks they remember the news when Jackson died. I was on Yahoo, and it said Jackson died. And I was just thinking, wow, I wonder what happened. And so, after doing research, most main people believe that the main drug that could have taken Jackson over the top was a drug known as propofol.
And when they hit the pros, they started going on world tours, like going all over London, Europe, and all over them places. But even though Michael Jackson, as a talented young singer of his illustrious Jackson 5, he started a solo career, which he also juggled between his Jackson 5 career. Over time, Little Jackson's solo career overshadowed the Jackson 5, to the point on where the Jackson 5, over many, many years, were nothing. Like, they stopped because Michael Jackson was just that awesome at pop. But anyway.
Propofol is an over-the-counter drug that was developed in England. It was known as the milk of amnesia. It's supposed to help people who have been injured or have a serious stomach or heart condition that's really causing them pain, help them get to sleep. Obviously, Jackson was having some problems, and he overdosed.
And after the Jackson 5 had finally died off, Michael Jackson's career took off with many Grammy Awards, and thus escalated his ever-increasing fame with his legendary moonwalk at his performance at the Grammy Awards. As that, he then created Neverland, a ranch in California, that in said Neverland was a personal amusement park and enjoyments, in which the alleged case of where the child accused Michael Jackson of molesting him occurred. At this time, Michael Jackson was also experimenting with plastic surgery on his nose.
Experts would say that he got propofol infusion syndrome. Propofol infusion syndrome is a rare syndrome which affects the patients undergoing long-term treatment in high doses of anesthetic and sedative drug propofol. It can lead to cardiac failure, rhamnoliyosis, metabolic acidosis, and renal failure, and is often very fatal. Now, the drug itself isn't exactly illegal. It's approved in 5 different countries, and the generic versions of the drug are available everywhere.
The case of the accusation of Michael Jackson being a molester destroyed Michael Jackson's reputation. Even though he was proved guilty, and the punk little kid that accused him was being forced by his parents in order to accuse him, Michael Jackson was proved innocent, as stated before. Besides that, Michael Jackson was forever on a downhill streak of unpopularity, coming along with videos, movies, and other things discrediting Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson would never again have such stardom and popularity. It was now on a downhill streak. Also, a disease known as Vicanism also caused Michael Jackson's skin to become white, not because he bleached it, because it was just a disease, as he announced on the Oprah show, which was unusual for Michael because he rarely had any sort of interviews whatsoever. As Michael progressed in his life, though his music remained fairly popular, his public image was still pretty trashed up beyond repair. Besides the fact of having constant plastic surgery and the thousands of pills he took, resulted in his unpredictable death. Was in that case, he was also filming his movie, Michael Jackson, and he was also planning to do his final world tour in order to earn a final revenue before he retired. Michael Jackson was at the age of 50 when he died. And Michael Jackson has 2 kids under the protection of their legal guardians, which names are unknown to this movie. That is all Bob Biography has to say.
And now we know the story of Michael Jackson. And now we can sit and remember his awesome music.